Gabriele, che cosa stai facendo? Si mangia. My name's Madeline Salvo. Original, I came from Sicily. Cattolica.
Don't look at the camera.
My name.
No, look right here.
My name is Madeline Salvo.
Okay. Don't look at the camera. Here
What difference does it make? You have to explain to me why.
Look at my hand. Okay, now go.
My name is Madeline Salvo.
Stop looking at the camera.
But you wait a minute,
Okay.
explain it to me. You said it's not a video.
It is a video.
You told me it was not a video. My name is Madeline Salvo. I came from Sicily. The city name is Cattolica Eraclea, Provincia Agrigento.
Why did you move here?
I came here because in Italy, Sicily was very, very poor. And over here was better opportunity for me and my family.
Now tell me the story of how you got to be
I had 19, after World War II, it was law, America, if you was born after World War 1930, 31, and your father was American citizen, you had a right to come to this country. Under 21, and I was 19 years old.
So your father was an American citizen?
My father was American citizen. He fought for the war, World War I.
How did he get to come here?
He came in when he was 17, an immigrant. He went to World War I. When he was 36, he went back in Sicily and stayed there and married there. When I was 16, my mother and father married me. When this Vito Salvo, they fixed marriage. And I have not rejected. I was 16 and my husband was 21, and they had a barber shop. And I had a
what?
Barber shop. Barber shop. And I had a daughter, Rosie. Then I left her when she was 18 months. And when she rejoined me, she was 70 years old. And Vito and Rose, they came in 1955. Because the immigration said I have to wait for so long before he came. I left Italy March the 3rd, 1950. And I arrived March the 15th. I went to New York, and my brother-in-law, my husband and brother picked me up in a car in New York, and I came to New Jersey. That's how I lived all my life till my husband came.
What was your first impression as soon as you saw America?
When I saw America, I was very disappointed. Very, very. After you see Italy, those big palaces, you see Colosseum, you see Rome, you see that, and you came to New Jersey, you're done. This is the truth.
What were you expecting in America? Palaces?
I expected the construction, the house, or the street would be different. But then when I went inside, I like everything they had. Television, and rugs, they had furniture, which in Sicily we didn't have that. All this luxury.
But what were some of the stories in Sicily people kept saying about America, l'America?
They said America is, you live it good, which is true. It's true. America, it's for people who wants to work, and you can make a better life for your family too.
What were some of the other things that you had never seen before when you got to America?
Washing machine.
Washing machine?
Television.
Television?
Luxury, refrigerator. My first job was in 22nd and Walnut Street in Philadelphia.
What would you do?
I came on Thursday and I went to work on Monday. I took a bus, a train, and everything. I was sewing by my hands. Many coats.
You showed man coats. Do you remember the name of the company?
Yes, Daroff, Button 500. We make a suit. They call it Button 500.
Okay.
That's the label. And then, after 2 years, I work at Combo Soup.
In Camden.
Camden, Combo Soup. I worked there 70 years. From Combo Soup, I got laid off, and I took a trip, my first trip in Sicily, for 3 months, and I took my daughter 3 years old. Then when I come back, I went back to work again. A sew factory, they call it Davy Joe Manufactory. Jewish people, very nice.
Okay. And then what?
From there, my last job was electrical factory, PIW.
Where?
In Morristown, New Jersey. And I worked there till I retired, 65.
Do you think that you working that long reflects your Italian?
I work to better live in my family, save enough money to my old age, try to educate, helping my grandchildren with the education if I could afford. Even now, I still go back to work again at 75. I went back to work and I work for Kilmer School.
What do you do there?
SOC after school program.
What about living? Where did you live? In Camden? In an apartment?
I live in an apartment after my husband came here for 2 years.
With how many other people?
Me, my daughter, and my husband.
So you had your own apartment?
Yeah, 2 years.
Was it nicer living than in?
No, it was very tight.
Very
but I
tight.
planned to live in a suburb,
Okay.
so I waited for 2 years to accumulate the money.
So when you were living in that apartment, what was that community like? Was it like Italy where you go outside with your friends and neighbors, talk a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. And
I live in a mixed neighborhood. It was no rejection. We get along good. Puerto Rico, Afro America, Italian people. It was beautiful community. 1950 to 1957. Then in 57, I moved to Pensacola. It was like a little bit of high living.
Mm-hmm.
That was better living, a better house.
did you find any prejudices?
No, not at all.
Has there ever been a point in your life where you found prejudices?
Never.
What about America did you really want your children to be a part of, to assimilate to? Did you like the schools better here? Did you like...
Oh my God, that was my first priority, my kids to go to college.
Your first what?
Priority,
Priority.
Priority to go my kids to college.
So, what about your education?
I went to 5th grade, but I could read and write. I could do arithmetic like people that go 8th grade. Or 5th grade in Italy, it's compared with the 8th grade in the United States.
And then you stopped.
Yeah.
Was that natural? Just, that's when
That's the grammar school there in Italy.
And you didn't want to go to...
I can go. I mean, I got married 16.
And you never wanted to pursue education when you got to America?
Yes, I did. I went to Woodrow Wilson night school. Couple of nights after work. Take a bus from Philadelphia to Woodrow Wilson Federal Street. And I came home at 9 o'clock, and my brother-in-law said I couldn't do this because I was married woman, and he stopped me to go to school.
Okay.
But I was very, very disappointed. Our culture was like we used the traditional, like a holiday. The marriage was very value. It was not the Italian people was very minimum divorce, and it was a lot of culture, which now then I'm thinking nothing of that anymore.
Does that make you sad there's not much culture?
It make me very, very, very sad. I wish they would keep it traditional. If I say before was better than that, I lie. I don't know what's better. But for me, it was better when I came from my own country, and I keep my tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And I
What are some
hope
of the
my
traditions?
kids will do the same.
What are some of the traditions you kept?
I keep it their holiday. I keep it the family value. I keep it. The religion is supposed to keep it. Continue to do with your family. Do things all together. Grandchildren for me, they're my life. Some people, they think nothing of it, but me, besides of my kids, my husband, they're everything. Money, they're nice to have money, but for me, money don't mean anything. I'd rather to have a family, union, and peace.
About
It's, everything I said is true.
it's important.
I'm so surprised. Italian people, they not speak in Italian.
Right.
Other nationality, they all speak their language.
What language did you speak in your house?
English.
Because when I would come over your house, sometimes you spoke
With
Italian.
Nonna.
Right.
Just with my husband, with Nonna.
So you spoke Italian with your husband
Right.
and English with your
Family.
daughters. How did you learn English?
Every day I went home, I said, how do you call this? A spoon. How do you call this? Bread. What do you call this? Words by words. I don't know one word when I came from Italy.
And you just learned it by asking people what
Ask a
things
question.
were?
Yeah, I always, as soon as I go home, I make 2, 3 days, 2 words. Even in I still ask you a question. How do you say this? How do you say that?
Where do you go if you have a very hurt back?
What do I go if I have a hurt back? My
What's the name of the guy?
chiropracts. More I try, more it's going to be worse.
Chiropractor.
Chiropractor. I went over my friend, and she started screaming. She says, "Oh, look at this, look at this!" And I saw a little chicken monkey. Not say, I can't even say it. You better not tap it up. Chicken monkey. How do you say it?
No, okay, continue the story.
And she says she was going to call the fireman for the little chicken monkey. I said, Janina, you crazy. She said, oh, I called the police. The police said nothing they can do for that. When I went outside, I saw it was on a little thing. So I got gloves and I pick up and I put it in the trash. And she kept screaming. Chicken monk, chick monk. Chicken monk, I said right. And stop, you can more fun of me.
Chipmunk.
Or chipmunk. Chipmunk.
Chipmunk.
Oh my God, I was just Donna
Chicken
here,
monkey.
taking out Donna here.
Okay, now, and what do you usually wear when you go swimming?
Bang suit.
Bang suit?
Say, but you asking me a hard question.
Bathing suit.
Bathing suit.
suit.
Bathing suit. But at least I know what I wear.
And what's the soda that I really like?
What?
The soda that I really like. The lemon lime.
Sprite. You tasted me now.
Sprite?
Sprite.
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 How did you and your family maintain or promote your Italian heritage?
Very, very high.
How?
Well, we associated with our groups, but we have clubs, we have a church, we have a feast. We try to encourage her children, grandchildren, to stay Italian, most Italian, the beginning. But now, the kids are scattered around. Now we have a friend, American, Jewish, we have all kind of now.
Sicily, did you have any particular saint day that you celebrated?
San Joseph.
San Giuseppe.
San Giuseppe.
And did you still celebrate that when you came over to America?
Yes, we still do.
What day is that?
It's the 19th of March. I have a friend who makes a big dinner for San Joseph. In the piazza, They're building a big, huge, high table. And everybody cooks and brings food, and everybody eats over there.
This
Oh,
is St.
whatever,
Joseph's.
St. Joseph.
Which is March.
March the 19th. I went over there for Easter. We went over there. We see Palm Sunday. She was 3 years old. She don't remember.
With Anthony.
Took a picture.
Yeah.
Anthony. We saw Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday. They have a palm procession.
Yeah.
And everybody walk. And then I say, if my son feel better, if they're sick or something, I give you so much $100. And they have a big, huge candle, and everybody go over there put the money.
They're putting the money on
Pin
there?
the money.
On the candle?
Yeah, on the candle.
Huh?
Oh, they take the shoes off. I
And
walk with no
walk barefoot.
shoes. They have a lot of fat. There was a lot of fat.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, Nonna
now.
Jessa used to do that.
And then they sing, Iobe. They sing so beautiful.
What's that mean, Iobe?
Iobe. Well, that's a tradition. Jesus scende dalla croce. Gesù si croce alla croce. Sopra un letto fu posato. Il suo corpo, flagellato, non si conosce più. It means like Jesus is the tragedy. And his body is so disgraded, we couldn't even recognize him. Oh, that was so beautiful.
When you got to America, you realized it's a whole different food.
They call Italian food, but stuff I never cooked before because we don't have it.
So what did you cook in Sicily mostly?
Most of it was pasta,
Mm-hmm.
legumi, peas, vegetable, broccoli.
And when you got to America, you just saw everything.
Oh, it's everything. Now we gotta make lasagna, manicotti.
So would you say, coming to America, you actually learned more Italian food in America
in America?
than in Italy?
Exactly.
It's interesting.
Talking about it, Sicily.
Okay.
I never believe it. It's a superstition. They said, well, even when I went in Catholic with Joanna, she came in with me. When she come back, she had a nervous breakdown. She said somebody did something in the
Somebody gave
ship.
her the Malloy.
I believe
In the
that.
ship, in the ship.
do.
We were gonna.
I
I said, Rosie, she believe in my
Yeah.
life. Well, I was born on Good Friday, so nobody can do anything to me. Like if somebody want to put
Yeah, you're
evil eye,
protected.
and put in
You
no
were
one.
protected?
You're a big man?
I'm a protected, but look what I've been going through. 5 times they cut my stomach.
Nobody gave you
I
that
fell off my finger.
Yeah.
I broke my arm. I don't have no finger. My,
You don't have a
my
name.
legs.
You have a fake
Just
name.
think if you
Figure
weren't
name.
protected,
You got
how big
fake
that would be.
Look at you, I don't have
Fake
it.
teeth.
I have a partial teeth. If in my body, then I'm mine. They all. So
You got sacrificed.
I don't believe it.
Can you?
I think the orange juice
Yeah.
comes from they used to go with the ingestion in the orange. It come with the juice.
And they did what?
Sebi, that's what I was told. That's what I think it was.
What?
They not squeeze the orange. I thought the truck used to go over there, Florida. They put the needle in the orange, and the juice came. I don't like running because my heart beats too fast.
And what's wrong with that?
But you die.
Why do you always like talking about death?
Because I believe in the other world. And it's nothing compared to what we have to see. And why people, they never come back. I told you, how beautiful is there. Because you have to be surprised at yourself. Even I believe, I told my priest, when he preach on my dead in the church, I hear him. So better make sure what he says. I told him. 3 things you're supposed to honor in your life. Your nationality, your religion, and your mother.
Your mother, not your family?
I said, you're supposed to be proud of it. 3 things.
Nationality?
Your nationality, your religion, and your mother.
Why your mother and not your family?
But your mother, because mother you only have one. Family got a lot. Your
What
father
about-
got remarried again and got another family.
What about father?
Father could have father, but the mother, because the father, sometimes you don't even know who's the father. Let it go. And when I came to this country, I love this country, and they respected me as I was a person. Not where do I come from, When if I could learn English, and I learned. I was talk Italian, and I God bless America. The day I put my feet on, and I hope everybody respect America as I do.